Gary Lineker, folks, puts his head above the parapet now and again and tries to convince us all that he's a bit cleverer than your normal football pundit, your run-of-the-mill football pundit, because he has an opinion on most things. Often been called for him, with some of the tweets he's put out there. But, I mean, I've got no problem in having a view. I've got no problem at all. But I'm not so sure he's as clever as he's making out. Have you heard that story that's been in the press today? Crackerjack, if you've not. He was having a chat with, I think it was with, Misha Richards and old Alan Shearer there in the show that they do. And he said, he said, I'll never forget. He said, I embarrassed myself a good few years ago now. I was with the first wife. I think he was with her for about 20 years. What was it? I think she was called Michelle. Let me just have a look. I did write it down, yeah. His ex-wife, Michelle, he says, I pulled up in a lay-by and we've decided to have a bit of afternoon. How's your father? He said. And we're getting onto it. He said, and it's all going great. He said, windows have steamed up and whatever else. He said, but I thought it was a secluded spot. I thought I'd be okay. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the window. And there's a fan looking in. All right, Gary, how are you, Gary? He said, I thought, how would he know I was here? As it turns out, what is it? He's got on the car, he's in a Fiat, he was playing for Leicester at the time. Gary Lineker, LCFC, drives a Fiat. Well, I'll tell you what, Gary, there wasn't much chance of you going incognito, I think that's the word, incognito there, was there? Not much chance at all. No, I think you fairly advertised that situation. The fact that, the situation that you were there. And the fella got involved in the situation, didn't he, with the knock on the window. I hope they were steamed up enough for Michelle to be able to cover her modesty. I do, honestly, I really do. But no, Gary, wrong kind of car to do it in that at me, old son, I think. I don't think that's very, very clever or very, very sensible. Anyway, I'm sure Michelle saw the funny side of it. Maybe not.